which is that next year after 2023, 2024 will be the first year where USC and UCLA will be joining the conference, and the scuttlebutt is that the conference divisions will go away, and it will be broken into pods consisting of 3 teams you play every year, and a cycle of 6 teams one year, 6 teams the next year. So eventually you play every team in your conference on a rolling 2-year period.
So looking a lot more like the NFL structure.
Sort of, yeah. And that's what the SEC is looking at doing as well whenever they go to 16. So my question to you is this. What do you want to be our 3 teams in the Big Ten? What teams do you want to play every year?
Every year?
Yeah.
Maryland, Rutgers, Michigan State.
Man, you know what I wish? I wish the Big Ten, because they're the best 2 conferences, I wish the Big Ten and the SEC would strike up a partnership a lot like conferences do in basketball. And I wish we could do stuff like the SEC Big Ten Challenge, where Nebraska and Oklahoma play again on Thanksgiving or Black Friday after Thanksgiving, Like, that would be amazing, but not going to happen. But I have people in mind. I do want to keep playing Iowa. There's something I have grown to like the rivalry. I have. I'm just gonna be honest. It just makes sense geography-wise. It's just 2 corn states, right next to each other. So yeah. Iowa, I think needs to be in there.
I agree with Iowa.
Yep. And then so they're gonna give us either USC or UCLA. They're going to give us one of because we're the furthest west team, and so they want that to happen every year rather than them have to go to Piscataway every year or something like that. So it's going to be either USC or UCLA. If I had my pick of those 2, to be honest, I'd choose USC, to be honest, because it's like, bro, they are so inconsistent. You know what I mean? They're so inconsistent. Like, they'll be really good one year, and it would be a hell of a resume builder if you beat them, but the next year they might suck. So yeah. I'd honestly choose USC. And then I'm between, Iowa, USC, and then I'm between either Wisconsin or Minnesota, one of those 2 teams. I want to play either of those 2 teams every year and make it sort of like a rolling rivalry. But I don't know. Those are my thoughts. What do you think?
So I'm going to take out the whole, we're going to have either USC or.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Take that out.
I'm going to take that out.
I'd
probably like Iowa as well. It's too much of a heated thing now, especially between the fan bases, for it not to keep going on a yearly basis.
Yeah.
And then probably Wisconsin, probably for the same reason, because those games have been, for the most part, really competitive. Mm-hmm. They've had our number, but it's one of those things that, like, I just don't want to run away from the fight. I want it to come. I want to have the feeling when we come back around the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, we'll be playing all these teams every 2 years anyway on a rolling period. So either way, we're playing all of them. But it's just interesting to figure out. So
yeah, for the last one, oh man, I think I know. Really like to play Penn State every year.
Yeah,
I really would.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Penn State would be a great pick, man, because we never play. It seems like they've seemed like the team that we haven't gotten. Like, we've only gotten them like 2 or 3 times the whole time we've been in the Big Ten. And we both used to live in Pennsylvania and know a lot of Penn State fans and all that stuff. We've been to State College. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty cool environment. And also the fact I get where you're coming from, because also the fact of Matt Rule being a Penn State guy and having to play them every year as a rival would make it an interesting dynamic.
It would. And also, if you beat them, they've been very consistent. They haven't won anything really great in a while, but they're always a resume builder when you beat them.
Yep.
They're a point of.
They're a very consistent program.
State.
Yep.
Very consistent.
You're so right about that.
It would be a good win. To beat them.
Yeah, they're never like the best team in college football, but they're never bad either.
Yeah.
You know, they're a very consistent program. That's a great pick. You know, the other one I was thinking of was, as an honorable mention, was Northwestern, man. I mean, we've just had some
I forgot about Northwestern.
Like everybody has, because they're so bad these days. But let me put it this way. I definitely wouldn't mind if Northwestern's in that pod, because that's just like a win. Sorry, Northwestern.
Okay.
Sorry, Northwestern. Okay, let's be honest, bro.
Last year, dude.
We have sucked for 10 years. That's what we're trying to get out of. You know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't have been beating us. They shouldn't have. You know what I mean? So the way you look at Northwestern is like, they're really bad most years, and every once in a while they'll be pretty good. Like, so they're an honorable mention. I wouldn't mind playing them every year, and respect to them. We've had some fun games against Northwestern over the years. But yeah, so that's an interesting dynamic to me. The Big Ten moving into 16 teams. That's gonna be fun to watch.